So, Bob, I found these shoes in your room.
Oh, Mr. Schmecken! So what? I have some shoes.
Those are the shoes that match the murder victim's shoes. One brown, one black.
You're a sick, sick man.
No!
You killed her.
No,
Kill
no!
her and then steal her shoes!
No, I'm just sexually aroused by feet!
Are you saying that you wore these shoes, Mr. Schmecker?
On my way to the shuffleboard course yesterday, earlier today, I walked down the hallway and those two shoes were sitting outside of a room. Now, it's not often that I, as a man, come across two women's shoes that have been recently used. So, what did I do? I admit I took them.
You don't get to keep them.
I didn't know they were her shoes. I didn't know whose shoes they were.
What did you do with the shoes, Mr. Schmecker?
Oh,
Probably in the shoes.
no! I didn't have time to do that. Because I had a shuffleboard game. I kept them with me and when the
So
game...
you walked by the room.
Yes.
You picked up the shoes.
Yes.
You took them to shuffleboard?
Yes.
Where did you put them during the shuffleboard?
On my feet.
He does have awfully small feet. Very small feet.
You know what that means?
So you wore the shoes to the shuffleboard, Mr. Schmecker?
Yes, I wore the shoes. What's
And
the
then-
big deal?
And then you took them back to your room. The big deal is they belong to the victim.
Well, I didn't know that. They were just sitting in the hallway.
Next to her room?
I don't know where she was staying. I just saw women's shoes and I lost all control.
We should lock him in his room. I don't feel safe in this hotel.
What
What?
time?
Nobody wants to wear your shoes, sweetheart.
Angelica, please make another martini for Miss Smith.
Listen,
What time did you find this outside of her room?
I don't know. I suppose it was right after 3 o'clock.
So you walked past her room at 3 o'clock.
Yeah?
You went and talked to her at 3:15. When were you taking her? Huh? You were here to take photographs. You talked to her. When was that?
She told me to wait in her room and she would open it up and I would take photos of her.
So you were in her room. Yeah. When was that?
At 3:20.
He did it!
That is an interesting case.
Look at it. All skittish.
Perhaps we should just ask you, did you kill her?
No!
Why not?
I don't kill. I'd rather watch something die.
You did say...
Excuse me, I just can't handle this anymore. I'm gonna have a heart palpitation or something.
Hey, detective, why don't you look at the film in his camera? Huh? Maybe there's some answers there.
We could take it down to the hotel dark room. We had a dark room in the hotel yesterday.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. If you would develop Paul's film.
Please, if you would relinquish your camera over.
I'll develop it with you.
Oh, come on down then. That's a good one.
I can't find opening would start with that picture.
No, it's like the light and dark, create nice chiaroscuro effect.
Yes.
It's very, very progressive.
I'm so interested in light and dark, and I'm glad you appreciate my work.
No, of course. Please continue to develop it. Oh, that one is not so good.
It's supposed to be blurry. It's a commentary on the human condition.
It's a commentary on your lack of an F-stop.
How's it going?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
And what are these pictures of here?
Well, this is the end of the film. So these are all the things I've seen around the hotel so far. Those are the two actresses fighting. That's what's so blurry. The light and dark is what happened. And that's what actually happened in the jacuzzi.
So these are just random photos around the hotel.
Please continue to develop. We are moving backward across the timeline. We travel in time like a Doc Brown in a DeLorean. Great Scott! Like a cinema.
That's the photo I took of Maria in her room. That's another one.
At 3:20.
Yeah, you can see there's a timestamp on the photo.
I noticed that the photo here, the window behind her is closed.
But when we
30, the window was open.
see,
Why would I open a window to take a photo?
we have to make an escape.
What?
She was found dead, strangled. Died at 3:30. You were in the room at 3:20.
What happened?
When I found her, the window was open. In your photo at 3:20, the window's closed.
I wouldn't jump out a window with my camera. How would it survive? Okay, I pressed.
What time did you leave her room?
I left her room at 3:25. It was brief.
What happened in 5 minutes?
Well,
Tell us exactly.
she was sitting down in her chair. Actually, I was sitting down in her chair. She opened her door and I heard her ending a conversation with that novelist guy. Maria! And that's the photo. That's the photo you see right there.
I forgot you'd be here.
You told me to wait in your room to get the candid
I
shot.
told you to wait outside my room. I didn't tell you to wait in my room.
Oh, bad.
Who let you in here?
I thought-
You broke in.
It was unlocked.
I wouldn't leave my door unlocked.
I know where they keep the keys, but I needed a photo.
What?
It's just behind the desk. It's not a big deal. They like to say this hotel is really fancy and cool, but
You said before that you'd taken lots of pictures of me. I went back to my records.
I'm here to give you them.
I didn't hire you. I never hired you. I don't even know who you are. Get out! Stay out!
And so I did leave out the window, okay?
More importantly, you insulted my hotel!
You said murder happens here rarely.
Rarely, very
This is the
rarely!
worst experience I've ever had. So maybe I wasn't her photographer, but I have been taking photos of her, okay? And that's okay.
No, that's illegal! That's stalking!
It's art!
It's harassment!
No!
I have a question. When you entered her room, were the shoes outside?
No. You can see the doors open there, and there's no shoes outside.
Ah, very interesting.
Samantha.
I saw Well, I know I didn't. And it sounds like that pervert didn't do it either. So I think,
Yes, please.
Soup, I think you're looking very suspicious.
Oh, get. Oh,
I'd like to help you, woman to woman.
well, I do need another lady figure in my life right now. Veronica,
Yes.
is it hard being as average looking as you are?
Do you ever miss your red scarf?
Not since I found it.
And
On
where
top of-
exactly did you find it?
Mr. Darby! I didn't expect you for another 30 minutes.
So it was your red scarf.
No, I found my red scarf right where I left it.
Where's that?
In my suitcase.
That's
On
funny
top of-
because Pierre and I looked in your room and there was no red scarf in your suitcase.
Well, how did you get into my room without my permission? Are you snooping through my unmentionables?
As I said before, an investigation like this is often inconvenient.
Did you want an evening soup as well, Mr. Darby?
Ah, no, thank you, John.
It's tomato bisque.
Really good.
No, thank you.
Tomato bisque is cold, not hot.
Also, Samantha, I must say that I looked a little bit closer at the book you were reading, your copy of the Scarlet
Latour?
Yes. Your copy has Miss Ramboni's name signed in it. And the copy in her room has your name signed in it.
Oh.
Did I miss evening soup yet? Bring it over.
All right, Mr. Darby, I'm gonna tell you the truth now, and I apologize that I didn't tell you earlier, but
I
Not-
only seek to uncover the truth.
I'm not proud of my actions. Our suitcases somehow got mixed up upon entering the hotel, and well, I was just so fascinated by her pretty dresses with nice tags that I decided to keep her suitcase for just a little while longer. That's not weird.
And so you're saying the reason you have her book is you had her suitcase.
Yes. It's not a crime. I didn't kill her just because I had her suitcase.
So that means the red scarf was in the suitcase in her room.
I'm getting all kinds of confused.
Well, if it was your red scarf and you brought it in your suitcase and you switched suitcases, then the suitcase would be in her room with your red scarf.
Exactly. This is why I'm not the murderer.
Well, I have to say that's a disappointment.
See, even my arch nemesis, Veronica Smith, knows I did not murder that person that I called a friend. You know who you should be looking at? That Bob Schmeckle.
Bob Schmeckle with the shoes. Ah, very suspicious, yes.
Yep.
But hardly the murdering type, don't you think? The personality, the simple-mindedness. I think someone more ambitious, perhaps someone trying to get their acting career going. That type of person might be capable of murder. Or someone who's a socialite with a secret. Or perhaps a mystery writer who lost his ability to find his muse. All of these are the type of people I might suspect.
Or
Murder.
perhaps a detective that was bored in a hotel that wanted a case to solve.
That would be fun.
An interesting case indeed, detective.
Yes.
Much like my book, Dial 911. Maybe it could be the murderer.
It couldn't have been called.
Why is that, Angelica?
Because I know that he was in his room.
You know that he was in his room when, Angelica?
Well, he went into it around 3:10. I know because I have been watching him every moment that he's been here.
And Angelica, exactly where were you watching from at 3:10?
Outside his window. Fire escape.
We call that a paper down in Georgia.
And when he entered his room at 3:10, was he alone?
Yes.
And what did you do, Angelica?
You know, I watched, and trying to get up the courage to ask him to sign. I have St. Vincent Charles' Death Drop and his third book.
And did you ask him?
I did.
I obliged her. I signed her book. I put down my new book I was working on. It's called The Scarlet Letter. It's a murder mystery. You know, there's already a book with another title. I just liked the names.
Running out of ideas, Carl?
The ideas, they're fewer and far between nowadays.
Yes, it's difficult to go on without your muse.
You're awful tall in those shoes, Bob.
I don't know how they do it. It's hard.
Man, I can't focus on my shuffleboard game. I think he's gonna pin it on me.
Oh, come on. We all know you didn't do it. You shake like a leaf. You couldn't murder nobody?
Thanks. And I have a piece of evidence, okay?
What do you mean?
Well, Maria wanted these photos that I had, and there's this one photo from the funeral of her husband. She wanted it.
A photo of her dead husband from her funeral?
No, it's
Well, that's normal. Everybody wants that.
it's not just her dead husband, it's his casket. And then she's behind it, and that writer Carl is behind it too. And he's handing her a gun. Do you know how her husband died?
Big shot at his own funeral?
He was shot in the head 3 times. And all anyone could say was it was from a red gun. And in the photo, he's giving back a red gun to her. I think she hired him to kill her husband.
Oh. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, why don't you leave us alone, huh?
I was just over here admiring the plants.
You ruined my film, and now you're ruining our game.
Did you hear what we just
Trying
said?
to ruin my investigation.
I would try to ruin your stupid investigation. You listen to me, man. You may have ruined my trip to Monte Carlo where I was going to sow my wild oats. Huh? But you're not going to ruin the rest of it, huh? Me and him, we're sticking together. Huh? What do you think of that, detective?
Tell me, Mr. Speckle, was it true the reason your wife divorced you?
Maybe. She came home early from work one day. Maybe she found me in a sequin nightgown. Maybe I was lip syncing on summer's greatest hits. But that's just maybe. We didn't kill that stupid old lady, huh? Yeah.
Came in for vacation.
Exactly.
Business prospects.
He wanted to stalk her.
Tell me, Mr. Smith, since you're such an expert in women's shoes, why is it you think that Miss Ramponi was wearing one brown shoe and one black shoe?
Oh, that's easy. Well, okay. It's because there's this trend in Italy where you wear one style shoe and another on another because you want the men on one side of you to think you're evil and the men on the other side to think you're good. It's called wearing two different shoes. You'd know that if you knew anything, stupid.
I have a different theory.
Pierre, I lied to Mr. Darby.
What did you lie to
I'm
Mr.
gonna
Darby
be in
about?
trouble. He's gonna think I killed her just because I didn't tell the truth. But I did tell the truth about the murder. I just didn't tell the truth about who was in the room with Carl.
That's why you need to tell the truth to the detective all the time. He finds one lie, it's like a tiny thread in the tapestry, and he puts it in like, oh, there's a little loose thread. Then the entire thing will come out around.
Like spaghetti.
It'll look just like a spaghetti. With all meatballs.
Veronica was sitting right there. I couldn't say anything about it. It was Veronica.
There in Mr. Patterson's room.
She came in just a few minutes after him.
Why would you keep it as a secret? This is
Because I love Carl.
See, that doesn't attract. If you love him and he's with another woman, you say, oh, the other woman was with Carl, and then she's embarrassed, she go away, and then you have an easier time with Carl.
I must agree with him.
Darby, I was just coming to get you. Angelica remembered some new information that she wanted to, of course, disclose.
I heard that Veronica was in Carl's room.
Okay, good. We don't need to repeat everything then.
Pierre, I have a question for you. How long have you been concierge at this hotel?
Oh, this will be, this is my 20th year.
20.
Happy anniversary to me.
And it's interesting, when I called around here, that I found out that not only are you the concierge, but you're the hotel owner.
See, this,
But you never mention that to anyone, do you? You pretend you're only the concierge.
see, people get a little, uneasy around you, if you own the real estate. They see you as, fancy. If you're just a concierge, you're there to help them. You're there to,
But isn't it also true that the hotel owns quite a bit of bills to people? And by pretending you're the concierge, you could say, I can't help you, I'm not the owner. What do you think, Angelica?
I cleaned the jacuzzi.
And start the guest.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's time. I have to. I need my money now.
look,
I want out of this business. I have to buy out. I need the money. I need it.
don't have all of it.
No, I need it all tonight.
I can buy out your original share. I can't pay the interest on the investment.
No, I need it all.
We don't have it.
You don't have anything, little girl. And you'll never have him. He's mine. And what would he want with you anyway when he could have me?
You're not good enough for Carl.
Huh. He doesn't even know you.
You don't tip.
I bet he wrote the same thing in your book that he writes to everyone. Lovely meeting you. My sweet dove.
Doves. Oh, I'm the dove.
No, they're all the doves.
Why do you have to be so cruel? All my life, since you walked in, you've been so cruel.
Because I can, Pierre. How else would I stay on top?
And what are you on top of now? Oh, you take your filthy hand off of me.
And so you did owe her money.
She was one of the original investors.
And now that she's dead?
I don't have to spit in her soup anymore.
So you had a reason for killing her. And you had a reason for killing her.
Well, money is no reason to kill somebody. I'm doing quite well. There are always going to be debts in the hotel business. It's a service industry.
And Pierre, exactly why was it you invited me to the hotel this particular weekend?
I'm a great admirer of your work. I wanted to meet the man who had broken up the Spinetti crime ring, who found the kingpin of the Lincolnshire Underground, the man who cracked the case of the Crimson Scepter.
And perhaps someone that might help craft an alibi for you? By investigating the murder?
Why would I invite the greatest detective in the world to come to a hotel if I plan to murder somebody?
That's my question.
That's like me inviting a Batman when I am in fact the Joker. I'm also a comic book aficionado, in addition to cinema. Very media savvy.
And here, the shoes. How did they get outside the room?
I mean, it's very common service in the hotel industry. You leave shoes outside, somebody takes a shoe, shine a shoe, bring the shoe back, you got a shiny shoe. Very common. It's not common for them to be mismatched. That's a weird thing.
Yes.
That's such a weird thing.
And so, Pierre, did you personally deliver the shoes?
Oh no. No, I never handled the shoes.
So then who would have put the shoes outside the door that day? On Saturday? Between 3:20 and 3:30?
Well, I mean, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock on that floor is Angelica shit. That's why she was in the room at 3:40. Angelica, did you
deliver the shoes then?
Did you take the shoes? You take a shiny shoe? Take a shoe to be shiny?
I took the shoes.
And then you shine the shoes?
I shined the shoes, and then they were very shiny, and then I put them back.
When you picked up the shoes, were they matched or mismatched?
They were matched.
Angelica!
Exactly like I thought. Interesting. Very interesting.
He squealed like a pig when I shot him in the head.
I didn't want to know.
Here's the red gun.
Not like that.
All the funeral guests are at the wake. We're totally alone.
You are fool to bring this gun here. Someone might see us. No, no, someone might know.
I like to gamble. Go to Monte Carlo, the Ace of Spades casino. Meet me there. I have another novel to write.
Oh, I can't wait that long, no.
But you must. I have a gift for you. Something to tide you over. Matching Hermes stars. One blue, one red.
It takes so long to get these.
Yes, well, I know Master Hermes' daughter. She's a fan of my books.
I'm a fan of your books.
Yes, you are my dove. You're my only dove. You're the
Oh,
only
don't
one.
say that! No, you say that to the law!
Yes, well, you're all doves.
So that's a very interesting piece of fiction, Carl. The question is it true? Excellent plot for you now.
Yes.
Because the photographer does say he saw you hand a gun to Miss Dragoni.
All right, I'm a coward. She asked me to kill her husband, and I couldn't do it.
Ah, that sounds like the Carl I know.
All right, my dogs are barking. You call this all down here, you fancy detective, huh?
Yes.
What do you got to say? Oh,
I wanted to speak to all of you because it's quite clear who killed Miss Ramboni.
But thank God he cracked the case. One of you is going to be guilty soon.
This could be an interesting exposition.
You pretty girl, bring me a scotch.
It's Scott.
Oh, shh.
Breaking glass.
Would you like some scotch?
So it's clear now that one of us in this room, except for me, is a murderer. And it's clear that Carl had planned to kill Miss Ramboni's husband.
Oh!
He knew it.
Because Carl and Miss Ramboni were in love. And Mr. Ramboni had found out that she was indeed the muse for his books. Isn't that true, Carl?
Yes. Yes, it's all true, Darby. I thought we were friends. Out me like this in front of all these people.
There's no friends when it comes to murder.
The face of a murderer.
Ah, but wait. He did not kill Mr. Ramboni.
What?
He gave the gun back to Mrs. Ramboni at the funeral.
Yes, yes, I did.
Because Carl is basically milquetoast.
Breakfast menu tomorrow morning.
It was Miss Ramboni herself that took her husband's life.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I didn't think she had it in her.
And why is that, Samantha, that you didn't think she had that in her?
Well, because she portrays a powerful woman, but underneath it, she grew up in the same small damn town in Arkansas that I did.
Ah. So two socialite fakes that each had a secret about each other.
So mutually assured the distraction.
And so by her death, your secret was safe until this moment when you exposed yourself. And by showing that you're willing to expose yourself shows me that you did not kill her.
I'm willing to expose myself.
Gotta get a special permit.
And what about you, Paul, the photographer? The photographer that Miss Ramboni didn't hire, that followed her around from event to event, taking her life photos.
He switched.
Creepy stalker boy.
I'm not a stalker. I'm an artist.
I bet that camera doesn't even have film in it.
Of course it does.
Open it up and prove it then.
Oh yeah, okay.
Of course, now you're on the film. Mistakes are exposed.
Isn't it true that the reason you're so fascinated with Miss Ramboni is because she was the mother you never knew? What?
Here's another drink.
Gracious.
He's sucking his
Yeah. Yes, he did. He was a boy that simply loved his mother. And she had given him up for adoption. To be the socialite. She couldn't have an Arkansas backwoods boy.
You can.
And that's why he didn't kill her.
Oh, goodness gracious. Get on with it all.
We're really drawing out attention here. It's very compelling.
Is it tense for you, Pierre?
Just a little bit.
Is it tense for you to step
You just said that was his son?
Yes, I did.
It's the truth.
I can see the resemblance.
Pierre Francois translates to Peter Franco.
Oh my God, is that? I know that voice.
Maria and I had a torrid love affair back in Little Rock.
Oh God!
She had a baby, and I said we need to set up and settle down and be family-like. And she said, no, I want to be somebody famous. I want to be fancy. She gave the boy up without saying another word to me, and she ran off. I set myself up here at the hotel using some of my daddy's money. He's a really successful mechanic.
That explains why your Italian accent was so terrible.
And it also explains why he did not kill Miss Ramboni.
I loved her. I just wanted to bring our family back together.
And that brings us to who's told a myriad of lies about being on the balcony, about being in love with Carl.
It's not a lie.
What actually happened that afternoon, Angelica? At 3:20, when you were on the balcony.
I saw Carl and her Maria kiss before Carl came into his room. And I just felt an absolute wave of jealousy and hatred.
Tell us exactly what happened.
Maria? I do look lovely, don't I?
Just about to say you look gorgeous as ever. There's this tonight.
Drink.
You know, I read all of Carl's books. The main protagonist always imagined it was me. But it's not me. It's you. I was never pretty enough to be a hero. Scar. And now you'll die, like you've died in every one of his books.
And so to cover your tracks, you brought the shoes back, but you get it confused, and you put the wrong shoe on foot, and put the wrong shoe on outside the door.
Yes, I was seeing
I
red.
don't know why I slipped back into the gear for something. I'm so confused right now. You killed the one woman I love, mother of my baby.
Maybe this could be a plot for your next story.
No, it's very boring. It's not that good. They're confusing.
You know, I must say, Angelica, this has been a very interesting case. Thank you.
You're fired, by the way.
Where you're going, you probably won't need those shoes.
Perhaps you could take her away.
Please, in front of my boy, you can call me Pete now.
All right.
I always love you!
I don't even remember your name.
Saturdays in May and June. If you liked the show, tell your friends. If you didn't like it, suggest they go see the Avengers. And have a great night, you guys!